Hi beautiful, I'm Angie Sanchez, Quantum Healing Hypnosis Practitioner and creator of Archisology, a lifestyle and mindfulness blog. In today's video, I'm going to share all about Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique, who created Quantum Healing Hypnosis, what happens during a session, what a session is like. I'm also going to be sharing a directory where you can find a practitioner near you if you are not in my area or are just looking for a practitioner that really resonates with you. I'll also be sharing some insights as to some places that my clients have explored and been to during their hypnosis sessions. And the beautiful gift about quantum healing hypnosis is that it's almost as if a new door is open. A new door to a different reality. So a different reality as we understand our universe. So below in the description, you'll also have other resources of example videos of practitioners who share their sessions online, of some sessions that I have facilitated as well. So be sure to look down below in the description at some sample example sessions that you can take a look at. So let's get started. The late Dolores created Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique. She, over the span of 40 to 50 years, had clients from all over the world coming in with various information regarding a new earth, regarding an awakening, regarding the 3 waves of volunteers. These are people that volunteer to come on earth to help raise the consciousness of the earth. She has many books written. She's got plenty of YouTube videos, which is actually how I found Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique. So I highly recommend that you look up those videos, do your own research, and learn more about her and the information that she has gathered over 40 years and has shared publicly with the world that has really shifted lives. So highly recommend that. She is the creator of QHHT. Her daughter, Julia Cannon, and a team of people help upkeep and continue Quantum Healing Hypnosis Academy. Sessions vary from practitioner to practitioner, so I'm only going to speak for myself. My sessions are about 4 to 5 hours long. During the session, we talk about what has happened in your life, what important people are in your life, perhaps some significant people that have played an important role in your life that have helped you make certain decisions or not make certain decisions. These are key people, characters in your life. We'll also talk about dreams that you've had, your spiritual journey, what your intention is with having a quantum healing hypnosis session. During the session, we'll talk about that for the first hour and a half. We don't want to rush anything. Then we'll dive into the hypnosis. So know that your guides, your spirit guides, your angels, your guardians are the ones navigating the session. So they'll take you wherever it is that they feel is appropriate for you to see. Sometimes it starts off with a place that is very much like energy. It just looks like either a purple mist or a dark place, and then they'll take you someplace else. That is very normal. Another thing I want to share is that sometimes people go not only to past lives, or may not even go to a past life, but may go to another dimension, may go to a place that's out of this planet, may go to the place in between lives. Many things can happen. They may jump around where it's like one life, another, like important events in various lives. So it really depends on the person, what it is that they need to see during a session. That activation of the memory, the healing of a certain scenario, of a certain occasion, the interaction with a certain person. So sometimes they'll meet someone who is now a husband in this life and plays a different role in another lifetime. So that is very common. It also gives us more purpose to our relationships in this current lifetime. Then we'll move on to higher self. So during higher self, you or a client comes in with questions that they want to ask their higher self. So I, as a practitioner, will ask those questions on your behalf. As I'm asking those questions, the way that you as a client will hear the answers or receive the answers is you'll either channel the answers, meaning the voice just starts speaking through you. You'll either hear a voice and interpret what the voice says, or sometimes people see images and they'll interpret what the image is that they're being shown. So those are various ways that people communicate and answer those questions. Many times the voice changes during the higher self part. It becomes very soft. It just depends on the essence of higher self, but usually it's very soft, it's very gentle, it's very soothing. So that is the hypnosis portion of a session, which is about 2 hours long. Then we'll recap, we'll integrate the information. I, as a practitioner, will ask you what you remember, the client what you remember. And again, I'm just speaking to you as if you are a client, just so that if you were to ever have a session, you know what to expect. The whole session is audio recorded. You will receive the session within 24 to 48 hours via WeTransfer, which is the platform I use to share the audios with clients. So that is a summary of what a session is like. A few places that I would like to share as to some of the clients I've had and what they've experienced. A woman who went to a world that was very much like Avatar. So she described actually I think I have a YouTube video about it, so I'll leave a link down below, although some of those details were cut off, so just to keep the privacy of and the intimacy of the session. But I'll share a little bit about that here. This session, she was in a world that was very much like Avatar, where the plants and the trees and everything communicated. It was almost like nothing died just to die. It was just like an understanding that a role has been completed, fulfilled, and a new role is being born. They all had a sense of purpose, a sense of helping each other, a sense of community, from what I remember. Just the way that she described the world was very much like Avatar, very mystical, very beautiful, very high vibrational. I remember specifically her describing a bridge, this golden bridge from that dimension to this dimension, to the earthly realm. So it was a very fascinating session. I loved it. I love this work, so I always learned so much. And then another session that I want to share with you was a man who is a musician, and he went to a world that was very much like Atlantis, I want to say. I don't think during the session he necessarily said Atlantis, but from what we know about Atlantis, it sounds like it was Atlantis. I don't remember if he said it, but what I loved about this one, and I almost felt like I was there with him as I was facilitating, was really fascinating, was he went underwater and went into a world that was like mer people. The way that he described the people was very much like, there's a movie, I think it's called Dancing with Water. If I get it wrong, I'll put a caption here so that you guys get a reference. It's by Guillermo del Toro. He had not seen this movie. I showed him the movie after. I showed him a picture of it, and he was like, yeah, that's the beings that I saw. So what he described was this orchestra of these beings, and this one woman in particular coming close to him and him feeling love, like this love that he had never felt before. So his passion for music, his love for music, almost had a deeper sense of purpose and a deeper sense of connection because of his awareness to this world and connection to this world. So it was very fascinating to see his expression during the session. I can tell that he wasn't sharing everything he was seeing. He was almost taking it in. So those are just a couple of examples. There's so many. But those are the most fascinating that I can think of right now because they're just imprinted in me, I guess you can say. So let's move on to the next thing. Quantum healing hypnosis, during a session, we get this sense of awareness and confirmation of who we are and why we're on this planet. It also brings in a new awareness of our universe. It also brings in awareness of some beliefs that we've picked up along the way, whether it's from childhood or from other lives that have still been activated in this lifetime. I want to talk a little bit about time as we understand it, and this can be a whole other video, but just for the sake of quantum healing hypnosis, for my understanding, my experience, my insights, my awareness, I'm just speaking for me, there is no such thing as time, and from my understanding, there's really no such thing of past lives. So what do I mean by this? I might have talked about this before, but just for the sake of the video, we are coexisting in many dimensions at one time, in many lifetimes at this one time. So in essence, during a quantum healing hypnosis session, we're able to travel through time and space to a different dimension to access that information, to access that lifetime, that data, gather it, bring it in, observe it, bring it in, almost like putting virtual reality glasses on. You're in that world, you see it, you feel it, you sense it, you connect with people, you have conversations. You're able to bring it down, and it's almost like that part of you is activated, that purpose. So with that being said, it's fairly easy to access this information once you are aware of it in your day-to-day life. But during a session where you have a facilitator, it's easier to comprehend, especially when you're first getting started in your spiritual journey or in the awakening process of our universe, or to even deepen what you already know. Because as a practitioner and someone who does the work daily, like meditate daily, does the work daily, consumes all of the spirituality, everything, we can't know enough. We don't know enough. There is so much information, so much to learn and to grasp, and to be humble and grateful for that information. Any healing modality is a phenomenal tool to really deepen your awareness, to really deepen your knowledge, your insights, open doors, understand a different way of our universe. So those are just various insights about a quantum healing hypnosis session that I wanted to share during this video. This video can go on forever. So I hope that you enjoyed, that you learned something new. Again, I will link a link below if you want to find a practitioner in your area. I do have a 10-day reset your life workbook on my website that I highly recommend you check out. This is exactly what I did. This is about 3 or 4 years ago, to just really cleanse my lifestyle and change and dedicate my life to this work. Not only quantum healing, but just being of service, period. So highly recommend you check that out. That's on my website, www.angie-sanchez.com. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, I hope that you learned so much, and I will catch you in the next video.